This is the Roulette Master, and I can't wait to share with you the incredible new prescription roulette system by the Roulette Doctor. He said this one's been cleaning up at the casino this week, and you will not believe how great this system is. Today we're going to put his system up against red and black, opposite color, and I'm going to show you how to play both of these systems. And here we go. Let's go ahead and start with that one first. We're going to start with opposite color, which would be red for 10. Let's go ahead and spin. And the timer's set for 15 minutes. And here we go. That's a 28 black. And that's a loss. So we're going to stay on opposite color and go to 20. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 20 black. That's another loss. So we're going to go ahead and double that bet from 20 to 40. And we'll still be on red. And let's go ahead and spin. Once we hit red, we'll recover all the money that we've lost so far and pick up profit. But now we're still losing, but that's okay because we have bankroll. So we'll go from 40 to 80 now, and we'll be on red. And the amount we've lost so far won't matter once we hit red. And there it is. That's a 21 red. So you can see now we're up $10, and we go opposite color, which would be black for 10. And here we go. That's a 25 red. And that's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet on black to 20. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That is a 6 black. Okay, that's a $20 win. We'll be on red now for 10. Opposite color, we're up $20. And here we go. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. And you can also play this with a $200 bankroll and dollar units. So let's go ahead and double now. We'll go from 10 to 20. And we'll be on red, opposite color, always with this one. And here we go. And I'm explaining to you what the purpose of that is here in a moment. We're going to go from 20 to 40 and temporarily here. And let's go ahead and spin. Okay, so that's a 5 red. And you can see when we get a win, it recovers all losses plus adds another unit of profit. We're up 30 now. We'll be on black for 10. And the main reason to play opposite color is because you're always going to have one more chance to double than if you just started on a color that was not the opposite. I'll explain more of that here in a second, but that's a win. So we're going back to red for 10. We're up 40. And if you get a lot of back and forth, you'll make a lot of money quickly. But here we go. That's a 22 black. Okay, and that's a loss. Let's go ahead and double the bet on red. So since you started on the opposite color, again, it always gives you one more chance to double because if you started on the color that hit before it, then basically you would not have as many chances to double. So let's go ahead and we're up 10 now, but that's just because we haven't won. So we need to double again from 20 to 40. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. That's a 4 black. Okay, and that's a loss. So let's double that bet on red to 80. And spin. So for instance, if there was 7, like without the opposite color, you would have 8 chances. And that's an $80 win. Let's go ahead and switch to black for 10. We're up 50, and it's pretty cool that every time you win, it recovers everything that you've lost, plus adds another $10 unit. That's a 6 black. That's a win. Let's go ahead to switch to red for 10. And here we go. We're up 60 now. And let's see what we get here. That's a 2 black. So we'll stay on red for 20 now. We'll double the bet. Always on the opposite color. Here we go. Okay, that's a 30 red. And that's a $20 win. We'll be on black for 10 now. And here we go. That's a loss. So let's go to 20 on black now. We're up 60. Let's go ahead and spin. So if you were betting and say it was the last number was red and you started with red instead of black, then basically, and I'll tell you more here in a second, that was a $20 win. So let's switch to red for 10. We're up 80. And here we go. That's a 29 black. Okay, and that's a loss. Let's go from 10 to 20 on opposite color, which is red. So basically, if you had started with the opposite color, say it was red before, and you started with black, it would take one more of those of the opposite color. Basically, it would take, say, for instance, if there were 7 in a row black, it wouldn't take the extra 8. But if you start on the opposite color, it would. And the only way to test that out is to test this out for yourself. But we're already up $90, and we'll be on black for 10. So if I were to start on red right now, and we didn't hit red, if it went black, then basically it wouldn't be as many black that it would take to bust you. And let's go ahead and spin. And I'll show you more as we go through here. It'll probably be easier when we have a bunch of losses in a row. And that's a 5 red. Okay, that's a loss. Let's go to 20. And I definitely think it'll be easier if I just show you. And I'm sure we'll go on a little bit of a losing streak here in 15 minutes. And it'll be easier to show. That's a 28 black. Let's go ahead and switch to red now for 10. We're up 100. Let's go ahead and spin. And this is a very simple strategy that can be very effective. You just don't want to play all day. You want to cash out once you get up a good amount. So let's go from 10 to 20 on red now, because eventually you'll catch a really long streak of one color, and you just want to cash out before that happens. And there's a $20 win. We'll switch to black for 10. We're up $110. Let's go ahead and spin here. And obviously, you'll make the most money with this one if you have a lot of choppiness or back and forth between black and red. And that's a loss. Let's double the bet. And we'll stay on black here. That's a 31 black. Okay, and there's a win. So we'll switch to red for 10. We're up 120 already. And let's see if we get one of those streaks where we have a bunch of losses in a row. And let's see if this starts one right here. But we'll go ahead and double the bet on red for 20. All right. But we got the win. So we're going to switch back to black for 10. And we're up 130. And it's a very simple and effective roulette system. But again, eventually it will bust, but you don't want to play all day so that happens. You want to, get up a good amount and walk. We're going to be betting on red now for 10, and here we go. That's a 00. So one thing I do when I'm playing this is if I get a 00, I do not increase the progression. And so let's go ahead and try that here. You can see on the last bet we had 10. So let's just stay on 10. All that will cost us is $10 in the long run. And every time you bust, it seems like there is a 0 involved. So that's a good learning lesson. And let's see if that helps us here. So we're going to double now to 20. And say we get, real high and we have a bunch of losses. And that wasn't the case this time because we won. But, really when we won that $10 there, it just broke even with the 10 that we lost before. So we're up 140, and we'll be on opposite color 10. But basically, if you're early in the progression and I get a 0, I never increase the size of the bet because there almost always is a 0 in there when you bust, which means that you lose your bankroll. And let's go ahead and double to 20 on black here. And here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a loss. And we're going to double the bet on black to 40. You can see there's 3 reds in a row there. Let's see if that continues. Ooh, and that's a 0. So this is another good learning lesson. Let's go ahead and not increase the size of the bet. This will cost us, a little bit of money, but that's okay. The most important thing is that we stay safe. And instead of going from 40 to 80, we're just going to stay on 40. Here we go. And we got the win, so we didn't need to do that in this case, but you never know when it's going to really help you. It dropped us back to 110 profit, though. Did you see that? So it does cost us a little bit of profit, but like I said, there's always a 0 in there when you end up losing on a long streak. So I think it's worth it. And look at that, another 0. So let's do it again. Let's not increase. Let's just stay right here. Cost us another $10, but in the whole scheme of things, what's $10 if if it means losing your whole $2,000 bankroll? So let's go ahead and double the bet on red to 20.
No more bets.
And spin. Okay, look at that, another double 0. So let's do it again. Let's not increase again. And this will hurt our profits, but it's something that I think you can all learn from. That's a 4 black. So now we'll double, and we'll go to 40 on red. And we lost again. That's a 6 black. So now we'll go to 80 on red.
No more bets.
And here we go. That's a 13 black. Okay, so this is a perfect example. Look at that. So we have 0, 10, 0, 24, double 0, 4, 6, and 13. If we did not sit out on the zeros, we would have already lost our entire bankroll. And the reason why is, let's count those up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We would have lost everything. But we didn't, because we're going to double the bet here, by the way, but we didn't because we didn't increase the bets on those zeros. And there's a 3 red. And see, now we actually ended up being okay because we didn't increase on those zeros. But if we did increase on those zeros, we would have for sure lost our bankroll, and that would have been bad. So I'm going to show you something here. It did cut our profits back. Instead of like $120 or $130 profits, we're back to 90, but we didn't lose our $2,000 bankroll. So that's huge. And let's go to black to 10. I'm telling you, you won't believe, if you look back at all the times you lost your bankroll playing roulette, there's almost always a 0 in there. So taking a little bit of a setback is not that big of a deal in the long run. What we're trying to do is maintain our bankroll, and let's build it back up now. We're 12 minutes in out of 15. That's a 21 red. Okay, we'll switch to black now. And occasionally you'll have a bunch of them that go from red to black, black to red, and that is awesome. We can really get a lot of profits quick. That's 11 black. And see, now it's happening for us. So would it really been worth it for us to double on those zeros and lose our bankroll? We're getting that money back that we lost right now anyway, and it doesn't take any time at all. And now you're seeing some of that back and forth chop, which really, really helps you when you're playing roulette. We're up 130. Let's go ahead and spin. So at least if you do lose your bankroll and there's 9 in a row of black numbers, at least you had a much better chance than a lot of the times when it's 8 or 9 in a row. It's because there's zeros involved that is why that happens. So let's go ahead and double. Okay, now we'll be 20 on black. And let's spin. We're 13 minutes in out of 15. Tried to hit 0 again. That's a 1 red there. Okay, so let's go ahead and double the bet on black. Now we have 40. We're 13 minutes and 10 seconds in out of 15. That's a 19 red. Okay, and it's starting to get a bunch of losses again, and it's good to see that. So let's go ahead and spin again, because I want you guys to know how to deal with losses. And there's a win on 10 black. But again, by starting on the opposite color, it gives you one more chance, or it makes it to where you'd have to have one more consecutive colors to lose your bankroll. So we'll be on red for 10 now. And sometimes one chance is all you need. That's a 21 red there. I don't know how many times I've been to the last bet and it saved the day. But if you don't have that last chance, then you don't even have a chance of getting it back. That's a 16 red. That's a loss. So let's go ahead and double the bet to 20 on black. We have 2 in a row red here. We have a minute left with this one before our new roulette system of the day, the prescription roulette system. And let's go ahead and double again to 40 on black and see what we get here. That's another loss, 23 red. So let's go to 80 now. So basically, we would be at the 160 bet right now if we didn't start on opposite color. That's a 32 red. So now we're doubling to 160. We would be on the 320 bet right now if we didn't start on opposite color. And that's a 26 black. And we got all our profit back plus another unit. We're up $160, and we just ran out of time. So let me know what you guys think of the opposite color martingale roulette system. Just doubling the bets and always starting on opposite color, which gives you one more. It would take one more color in a row to bust and lose your bankroll. And remember, too, what I did with the zeros, because we would have lost all of our bankroll if we hadn't done that. That can save you so many times. So I hope you really enjoyed that one. And now it is time for the roulette system of the day from the Roulette Doctor, the prescription roulette system. And I can't wait to share this one with you. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, the time is finally here for the new prescription roulette system by the Roulette Doctor. He said this one will cure any of your ailments, and I can't wait to share this one for you. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with a $10 bet on the opposite color, which would be red. There's a lot more to it to this one. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. This is just stage one. That's a 7 red. Okay, let's switch to black now. And once you won't see the rest of the system until we get some losses. So let's go opposite color for 10 again here. That's a 28 black. That's a win. We'll take it. So we'll switch back to red for 10. We're up 20. And this is just stage one. So make sure you stick around for the whole video. There's a lot to this one, but it'll be easy for you to learn and start making money at the casino. Okay, there's a loss. So we're going to go to stage two now, and we're going to go up two $10 units from 10 to 30. And we're going to be on first and third 12. We're leaving out the one that hit last. Let's go ahead and spin here. Here we go. That's a 1 red. Okay, that's a win. So when we get a win with this one, we go back a unit. So we're going to go to second and third for 20. We're up $40, and let's go ahead and spin. There we go. That's a 14 red. Okay, and that's a win. So we're going to go from 20 back to 10. Now we'll be on first and third. We're up $60 already. All right, here we go. That's a 20 black. Okay, and when you lose here, you go to stage 3. And with stage 3, you go up 2 more units. We were at 20 each. Now we go from 20 to 40, and we go back to opposite color. All right, let's go ahead and spin. And the difference between stage 1 and stage 3 is that, and that's a 9 red there. Okay, that's a $40 win. So we're going to go back a unit from 40 to 30. We'll be on black. We're up $80 already. Well, that's incredible. We're going to play this until we lose. And here we go. And that's a 0. Okay, so once we get that, then we basically go back. We're going to go from 30 back to 20. And we'll be on opposite color, which would be black. And here we go. That's an 18 red. Okay, that's a loss. So let's go ahead and we're going to go up 2 units from 20 to 40. And we'll be on black. All right, here we go. Okay, that's a win. 13 black. So we're going to go back 1 from 40 to 30, and we'll be on red. We're up 70 right now. Yeah, it's a 15 black. Okay, so that's a loss. So now we're going to go back to the other stage there. So since we lost, we're going to go from 30 back up to 50, and we'll be on first and third. Okay, we're up 40 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. That's a 31 black. Okay, and that's a $50 win. So now we go back from 50 to 40, and we'll be on first and second. Okay, Okay, we're up $90 already. Here we go. That's a 7 red. Okay, that's a $40 win. So we're going to go back a unit from 40 to 30, and we'll be on second and third.
No more bets.
All right, and then we'll check our balance after this. We're 4 minutes in out of 15. It's a 26 black. Okay, that's a win at 30. So we go to 20, and we'll be on first and second. We're up $160 already. Wow. That's a 34 red. That's a loss. So now we go back to red and black, and we go up 2 from 40 to 60, and we'll be on black. Opposite color. Here we go. That's a 9 red, and that's a loss. So we'll go from 60 to 80, and we will be on black.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. We're going to play this until we get a win here, and then that's a 19 red. Okay, that's a loss at 80, so we're going to go to 100 and spin.
No more bets.
Here we go. And again, the difference in stage 3 is that that we're going to stay here until we get a win. We're going to go from 100 to 120 now on black.
No more bets.
Here we go. We're in stage 1. We go to stage 2 if we lose. Man, though, we've had a bunch of losses in a row, so we're going to go from 120 to 140. Now we're down 240, though. That's not good, but that's okay. We have plenty of time here. We're just on a bad run, and that's a 28 black. Okay, so now we go back 1 unit from 140 to 130, and let's see here. We'll be 130 on red.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 00. I don't like that very much. Okay, so we'll go from 130 to 150, and we'll be on red. All right, let's go ahead and spin. That's a 14 red. Okay, that's a win. So we'll go from 150 to 140. We'll be on black. All right, let's go ahead and spin. That's a bad loss there, 32 red. So we go up another 2 units from 140 to 160, and we'll be on black.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin here. Ooh, that's another loss, 19 red. So we will go from 160 to 180, and we'll be on black.
No more bets.
Here we go. Okay, we got a win. That's a 6 black. So we'll go from 180 to 170, and we'll be on red. And we're minus 200. We're going to stay in stage 3 until we get back in new profit here before we go back to stage 1, and that's a 12 red. Okay, that's a win. So we'll go from 170 to 160. We'll be on black. And we're minus 30 right now. Let's go ahead and spin. It's a 16 red. And that's another loss. So we go to 180 on black. Okay, we're minus 190 right now. But, you know, if we get the win here, we won't be down much. Ooh, that's another loss, though. 23 red. So we go from 180 to 200. We'll be on black. And anytime you're, you know, playing opposite color and you get a long streak of one color like this, it's not fantastic. But we have bankroll. It's a $2,000 bankroll system, and we might need it because, you know, right now we're getting horrible numbers here. Okay, so we're minus 570. But again, in no time we can take that out with just a few wins. There we go. That's a 28 black. So we go back a unit from 220 to 210, and we'll be on red. Opposite color,
No
and
more
a couple more wins, and we'll be back in profit. That's a 30 red. That's a win. So now we'll be on black for 200
No more
and
bets.
spin. And we need to do this until we get back in session profit, and then we can go back to stage 1. That's a 4 black. Okay, that's a win. So we can go to 190 and go to red. Okay, we're up 60 now.
No more bets.
And if we can get a win here, we can reset back to stage 1. But that's a 24 black, and that's a loss. So we'll be on red now for 210. Again, we're going up 2 units when we lose, back 1 unit when we win until we get to session profit. Then we reset back to stage 1, which is red and black. But then if you lose in stage 1, you go to stage 2, which is 212. So let's check that one out. We're up 80 right now. We're going to go from 210 back to 200, and we'll be on black. Okay,
No more bets.
here we go. Okay, we got it. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, we're up 280, so that's new session profit. We go back to stage 1. We'll be on opposite color for 10. So we need to remember we're up 280. That's important. And that's an 18 red. That's a win. So we just switched to black for 10. We're up 290.
No more bets.
And doing really well with this one now. And that's an 8 black. That's a win. So we go to red for 10. We're up 300. And once we lose, we'll go to stage 2, which is 212s with an increase of 2 per unit. 2 units per unit, that is. And we'll go black for 10. We're up 310 now.
No
Let's
more
see
bets.
how long we can ride the wave of this hitting opposites here. That's a 23 red. And that's a loss. So we go to stage 2 now. We go from 10 to 30, up 2 units. And we'll be on first and third for 30 each.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin. That's an 18 red. That's a loss. So we go up 2 units on each. I'm sorry, we go to stage 3 now. I'm sorry. Once you have a loss here, you go to stage 3. We were at 30 each. Now we go to 50 on black. Okay, we're up 240. Let's go ahead and spin. But then you stay in stage 3 till you get in session profit. That's a 5 red. And I'm going to explain to you why I think that's so important here in a second. We're going to go from 50 to 70. And I think, you know, the real genius of this, I'm going to explain here in a second. Here we go. That's a 31 black. And that's a win. So we're going to go from 70 to 60. And we'll be on opposite color red. Let me clear that out. There we go. So one of the problems with these 2 up, 1 down systems that are using 212s is that if you lose a bunch of them in a row and you go up 2 units each time, you can lose your bankroll pretty quickly. And we're going to go from 60 to 80 after that loss, and we'll be on red. So the real genius of this, after you lose in stage 2 with 24 numbers, is that we go back to 18 numbers and only have 1 bet instead of 2 bets. Because you're seeing how we're losing all these bets right now. We're going to go from 80 to 100 on red. However, if we had lost those last 3 and we were losing 100 on 2 bets each time, or even 80 on 2 bets for one of them, and then you add the 200s, that's another 200, you can go down in bankroll really quickly. And it's really smart that the Dr. Roulette has made stage 3 going back to 1 18 number bet, because it keeps you from losing all your bankroll because your bet's not as large. So let's go ahead and we're going to go from 100 back to 90, and we'll sorry, I was trying to take that out and hit the spin button. That's a 14 red. Okay, so that's a win at 100. Let's go to 90 and switch to black. We'll take it. We're up 320 now. Let's go ahead and spin. We're 13 minutes, 22 seconds in out of 15. That's a 19 red. Okay, and that's a $90 loss there, so we'll go up to 110, and we'll be on black.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin here. And at any time we can reset. We're pretty much back up to session profit. That's a 31 black. And we are in session profit. We're up 340. And you don't have to get all the way back to session profit. Whatever you're happy with, you can restart with. So let's go ahead and restart back to stage 1, which would be $10 on opposite color
No
red.
more
And just remember, kind of the area that you're in with session profit. As long as you're close to that and you're happy with the amount, you can always reset. And that's the smart way to play. And we're going to go to 20 on red now. Actually, I'm sorry, we're back in stage 1. So now we're going to go from 10 to 30, and we'll be on second and third. Okay.
No more bets.
So stage 1 on the colors just goes until you have one loss, and then you switch to stage 2, which we're in now. That's a 14 red, and that's a win. So once you get in stage 2, we're going to go from back a unit from 30 to 20, and we'll be on first and third. Here we go.
No more bets.
However, if you go the opposite way and start losing with this bet, the cool thing is that you stop placing 2 bets. You start placing 1 bet on red or black, and that's really genius, because if you have a really bad stretch with 2 bets instead of 1 bet, you're going to lose your bankroll a lot quicker. And we just ran out of time with this one. We made $380 in 15 minutes, and I hope that made sense to you. I think it took me a little bit to get used to what Dr. Roulette was up to here, but I think it really works well. And again, I think that's the genius of it, is that it starts in stage 1 with red and black, opposite color, and then stage 2 goes to the 2 bets of the 2 12s. We leave out the one that hit last, and that's great. And we keep going back 1 unit if we get wins, but if we get a loss, we do not continue that system, because if we got a bunch of consecutive losses, it would deplete our bankroll. So if you lose in stage 2 with 24 numbers, you just go to stage 3 and you go up 2 units on one of the bets, but that's still a much smaller bet than having both of them increasing by 2 each time. So that would be like increasing $40 each time, plus you have 2 bets out there. So it really helps you manage your bankroll. And that really helped us, win $380 with this prescription roulette system today. So let me know down in the comments, as always, what you think about this one. Also, let me know what you think of the opposite color martingale system that we did first. Whether you love it or hate it, let me know in the comments. And that helps everyone else in the community out as well. So people like to look at your comments before they take a system to the casino, so you can be a really large help to them and everyone else in the community by sharing your thoughts with all these systems. And I just love seeing the new systems every day. Keep them rolling in. Send those to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. I receive so many emails every day, but there's a really good chance I'll pick yours, because we do this every single day of the week at 7 a.m. Central Time. So I just love it, and I keep sending those systems in. I love your guys' creativity in the search for the best roulette system possible. I love it, and I hope you guys do as well. This is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.